So my name is Chip and this is Mark. We're about to go underwater and we're diving here
on beautiful Rancho Palos Verdes
on the coast in California. We're gonna go try and get some white sea bass and fill our bags with some spiny-tailed lobster. And then after that, we're gonna bring them on shore, show you how to clean them.
And then finish it off with some great recipes and an amazing wine pairing for you as well.
Sounds good. So the visibility is pretty bad tonight, but there's always little sharks like that to sneak up and surprise you. The three of us got separated multiple times and had to go to the surface to find each other again. But it's a real shallow dive, so that's not bad. So I started to head over to where the shark was when I see the spiny-tailed lobster. When you see a lobster, you have to kick your dive buddy in the face. I grabbed it. We started celebrating. We caught this guy. This is a pretty large spiny-tailed lobster for a dive. The way to check to make sure they're legal, he's still a little bit alive. The way to check to make sure they're legal is the carapace has to be 3.5 or 3.25 inches long. So this is a little lobster gauge. And you go right from between their eyes, and then if they're shorter than this, if they're younger, this part will be right up there. Another thing about this California spiny-tailed lobster, the reason they're gaining popularity in the culinary culture is because their meat's a little sweeter than the regular New England lobster. And they're called spiny-tails because they don't have claws. This one's missing a couple legs and some antennas just because he's old. They don't have claws, but they've got these little crushers right there. And then that's their defense, is they've got these spines that can go in there and they can break your fingers if you're not careful. You can tell that this is a male, which is good to get. You don't really want to harvest females because they can reproduce and you can keep hunting. But he's got these little swimmers in there. The females will have larger swimmers and then these little tendrils that come out and they'll have little egg sacs in there. And then we are going to show you how to prepare it.
So place the knife right to the back. I'm going to take him out. Real simple, just like that. Tail is off. All right, now we have the tail right here. What you're gonna wanna do, you're gonna wanna take off one of the antennas from the lobster. When you actually use this antenna to stick into this little hole within the lobster tail. So you can kind of see it right there. You're going to insert it, and what this is going to do is remove that inner vein that's really, really disgusting and doesn't taste good. It's going to let the meat expand as it cooks and boils.
So while that is kind of boiling in the water, just get, stick of butter. It depends on how much lobster you get. This is some garlic salt, pretty basic stuff. You can overdo it on that. So it's fine. Salt's delicious. Got a little bit of oregano. We'll throw that in there. Usually we'll throw that into the water while it's boiling. Just it won't impart any flavors. It just kind of smells good when it's cooking. And then you want to put about a whole lemon in there.
The lobster's ready to be taken out of the water. It's been boiling for around 10 minutes. Take that out real nice and slowly. Make sure not to burn yourself with some of that hot water. Now we're going to do a cut right on the top. These shears. Be very careful. They're really, really hot. You don't want to burn yourself with that hot water. They're really, really nice and clean and simple. Take those shears right off the top. Split that lobster. But a little tip to getting this out, now that the lobster has cooked, pretty much it'll separate straight from the shell, which is really nice. Get that guy right out. You do a little decoration around here if you'd like on your plate. Same on this side. there you go. You've got your butter. Drizzle a little on top. You're ready to eat. A little bit of reckless love from Rebel Coast. And you've got yourself the perfect pairing for a great evening. Cheers.